master act. The Arsenal has mastered this corner kick stuff. Whenever they have a corner kick, all the fans in Emirates will start sharing because there is no way. Arsenal had 13 corner kicks in that game. That gave them a goal of opportunity to score from that set piece. They scored two from a corner kick and they won that game 2 goals to nil. In other results in the EPL, Chelsea won. Man City is back to winning ways after 7 games. They won their game comfortably against Nottingham Forest by 3 goals to nil. So we are going to talk about that all on the show. I remember Real Madrid played today and somehow Mbappe missed another penalty. In just 1 week he has these 2 penalties and they lost that game 2 goals to 1. We are going to talk about all that on the show. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with John to discuss this Premier League game, especially against Manchester United and Arsenal. We are going to talk about Arteta and Amorim. We are going to dwell on that. But first, we are going to give you the results. But good morning, John. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, dear listeners. Welcome to the show. I'm sure a lot of fans were in low spirits after the results yesterday, but you pick yourself back up and you get back on the bicycle.
Well, Arsenal they are on high spirit because they won. Manchester United that you're talking about now. But okay, let's give you the results of yesterday's game. Then we'll talk about a few of them. But remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Join us there, watch us talk football and drop your comments. I will be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, on our channel already. Comments are beginning to drop. Okay, let me give the result of yesterday's game. I will talk about a few of them. Remember, the leaders dropped points at Newcastle, so we are going to talk about that also on the show. So yesterday's result, on Tuesday, 2 games were played on Tuesday, but yesterday's result is Southampton 1, Chelsea 5. Good result for Maresa.
As expected.
He keeps saying that it's not challenging the league, but I use one eye the link am making the play. The other result is Manchester City 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Newcastle and Liverpool played a 3-3 in that game. Very good game. If you see that first goal for Isaac, oh my God, you need to go. If you have not seen that goal, go and watch that goal. That goal, I didn't expect. I shouted when I saw that goal. If you see the shot where I shout for my house, I said, hey, what is this strike? It was a lovely goal from Isaac. That game ended 3-3. It was a draw. And the other game is Everton trashing Wolves 4 goals to nil, and Arsenal winning Manchester United 2-0. Then the last game for yesterday is Aston Villa 3, Brentford 1. Okay, Emery is back to winning ways. Okay, let's start with the Chelsea game. And we'll end with the Arsenal game. Let's start with the Chelsea game. Chelsea winning that game 5 goals to 1, because if you look at that game, it was expected for Chelsea to win. They scored first, and our Nigerian brothers scored one, equalized in the 11th minute. So we are thinking, okay, probably they will fight. They'll get something from this game. They just started scoring, scored 2 in the first half, made it 3-1 in the first half. They got a red card. Southampton got a red card, and JC Trash Palmer scored in the 76th minute, and Sancho scored in the 87th minute to make it
5-1. I said it yesterday when we were talking about it, for all the fights, for all the performance that you're looking out for Southampton to put up, this is still Chelsea. And, if you go back and look at Chelsea's last 5-6 games, these guys are on a run right now. They've been winning their games comfortably. And for me, I don't see where that fight is going to come up, that Southampton will be able to stop Chelsea. No. I didn't see it coming, and true to it, Chelsea were able to brush them aside and score the 5. Some unlikely prospects were on the score sheet. I know a lot of people are going to get triggered right now. Jadon Sancho was on the score sheet.
His first goal for Chelsea.
Yes, his first goal for Chelsea was a monumentous moment for him, because this is a player who they said was dead and buried because his career had fizzled out at Manchester United. He created 2 in midweek, and now he scored 1, and it's a good trajectory for him. I think the basic thing anybody can do for him now is don't put too much expectation. Let the guy enjoy his game, play his game. Next season, we cannot come and look at that. But good performance from them. Cole Palmer yet again at the heart of things for Chelsea. Yesterday it was a good showing from him. Being able to draw a lot of the attention from the Southampton defense, and then bring Noni Madeke on for his goal, and bring other players on. Nkunku got a goal yesterday.
Yeah,
But I think
I like he started the game yesterday.
The most unlikely scorer for Chelsea yesterday was Disasi.
Yes.
Disasi, nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw Disasi getting on the score sheet. I know a lot of Chelsea fans have had issues with him and his defending. If you go back to their antics in the previous matches in this season, and then in the what is it called now, Conference League, he's had his issues. And
he scored with the corner kick, and Arsenal, they are complaining that Arsenal is scoring corner kicks, but they scored with the corner kick today.
The funny part is that for everybody out there that is talking about dark arts in football, talking about unfair advantages, everybody has an unfair advantage. There was a season where the unfair advantage of Man U was Howard Webb. There was a season like that where the unfair advantage of clubs like Stoke City and Sunderland was the long throw. People that can throw the ball in, and it looks as if it's a rifle shot coming into the 18-yard box. And Arsenal have said, Baba, let's go work on our set piece. Okay. Let's turn it into a strength. And everybody is crying. But same thing, Chelsea need to score their first goal. So look at that. I think everybody just maybe getting in their fields because it's not their club doing it and getting, the upside from partaking in it.
For Southampton, what do you expect them to do? Because Maresca obviously are going to be challenging for this league. But for Southampton, do you think they can survive this relegation?
They sit bottom of the Premier League table for a reason, which means that they've not been able to amass more than 5 points of how many games so far? 14 games. That tells you that they are in a terrible place. And who would you want to switch with them now? Just above them you have Wolves, that's in a precarious position like them, and just ahead of them you have Ipswich. So it's going to be a dance between these three clubs. But for me, I don't see Southampton turning this thing around.
Okay, that game ended 5-1 in favor of Chelsea. If you look at the statistics in that game, Chelsea almost killed them. 26 shots in total, 13 on target, 535 passes. Chelsea are on top of their form, even though Maresca keep insisting that they are not in the title race. But who you won't play with, who is the fool? We all know this tactics. It's not going to work. Chelsea are in the title race. Chelsea are in the title race, and we will have to see it through. So if all these things you want to hide under somewhere and pretend that you're not in title race, I don't believe that. So, but let's see what Chelsea and I hope Southampton survives. It's a football club that I like. I don't know why, but I just like them. I want them to survive. They have survived a whole lot of relegation. But let's see what will happen with Chelsea and Southampton throughout the end of the season. Okay, let's go back to the next game. After 7 games in a row, Man City scored and won that game 3-0. Then this is the first time De Bruyne is starting. You could see the difference he could make when he plays football. I don't know why probably in the last three games that you have refused to start him. He's talking about him building match fitness and all that, but I don't know why he refused to start him. But he started him and he scored 3 goals in that. He scored a goal and an assist. He almost scored 2 goals, but Silva stole one of those goals. I can see him, but he was happy that they scored. Okay, before we talk about that, let's go to our YouTube channel and read a few comments about Chelsea, because we have comments here about Chelsea. And Creative Shots is saying, bro, leave Chelsea, they will flop. I knew that they will always flop. Oh, this one is, I don't know what you said.
This one is personal now.
Personal one. So but let's see that Chelsea might flop. Okay, we'll move on to the next game. But if you look at the Man City game, De Bruyne started and they scored 2 goals. Doku, I like the way they played Greenish. I think he played almost behind the striker with De Bruyne, and he got 2 goals. He played well. He didn't get a goal, but he played well. But if you look at that, De Bruyne is key to this Man City coming back to challenge for this title.
There's no understatement. Everybody knows. Every City fan out there knows that KDB is quintessential to this side, to the way we play, to the way we, arrange ourselves. And if you look at the starting lineup, I've been crying my eyes out for the last few weeks because we keep putting a player on that right back position who shouldn't be there, whose name we are not allowed to call on air, for all good reasons. And then if you now look at the midfield, you keep playing Nunes down the left, and then you play Gundogan in the center, and then put one other person with him who is not really a DM, Rico Lewis. And then on the flanks, we just have people on the flanks that, leave me feeling like, come on, man, is this City? What are we doing here? But for yesterday's game, we saw a callback to the norm at City. You have a Doku on the right, you have Grealish on the left, coming into and switching with Bernardo Silva, and you have KDB starting for once, for crying out loud. And then you have the machine man himself, talking about Gundogan, all alone in the DM position, holding it up there. And the two stalwart defenders, one of them is still not available, but Ruben Diaz, man, look at Ruben Diaz yesterday. It was a good lineup. This is the lineup, this is the City lineup that we know. But then go and look at the goals. Now look at the goal from KDB, the goal from Bernardo Silva, even though, like you said, it was supposed to be KDB scoring, but it was, a flurry of goals for me yesterday. And then Haaland putting Doku on for the third goal. It was a good performance for me. I was like, yes, we are back in more than just one way, and everything is looking fine right now. So I don't know why KDB wasn't started, but like I said, I'm not going to question Pep. I'm just going to trust him, and that this team is going to continue the way they've been going on, and continue to turn the things around, win more games, and get more points. And like I said, if you focus on your own personal inputs, you get serendipity of other people around you giving you a freebie. Like Liverpool gave us a freebie yesterday by picking up just 1 point where 3 was available, and we've closed that gap down back to 9, and hopefully they keep doing us the favor as we go along.
And what is wrong with Haaland? Haaland have not been scoring recently. Is it because I think they need to win. I think that they don't really bother if Haaland scores or not. But they need to get a win.
The most important thing is a win. And then once we are back to winning ways,
Haaland will start scoring.
Yes, he will start scoring.
I like the faith you have in Haaland. You know that he will not fail you.
No, Haaland cannot fail.
Cannot fail you. Okay, that game ended 3 goals to nil in favor of City. That game was played in Etihad. City are back in winning ways. Let's see if they are going to continue charge, because the next game we are going to talk about is Liverpool and Newcastle. Newcastle and Liverpool played at the 3-3 draw. That 2 points lost for Slot. They lost. They scored. Newcastle scored the first goal. You need to go and watch that goal.
A rifle. That's what you call bazooka.
I went to say something on air now, but go and watch that goal. That goal was massive. If you look at the way he struck that ball, and oh my God,
we haven't seen that
I haven't seen that kind of strike in a long time.
If you are Gen Z, like if you are Gen Z right now,
got me memories 2003.
You have not seen football. If you are Gen Z, you've not seen football. Come and look at a glimmer of what football was going back a couple of decades right now, where shooting from outside the box was a norm, where players like Lampard can just turn and smash it, and it's a goal. The likes of Gerrard, the likes of Didier Drogba's, the likes of the Kun Agueros, we can go on and on and on and on. Yeah, that goal got me in my feels, man, for real. But kudos to Newcastle for that man, Fabian Schär should be given an award by the Newcastle fan base.
Well, the goalkeeper made the mistake for that last goal. But let's talk about Salah. Salah scoring 2 goals again. Salah is somebody. Even though that I don't understand why Liverpool board have not given him another contract. He's been complaining about that contract matter for the past 2 or 3 games now, but he has not been offered the contract. But when he goes to the field, it doesn't matter. He keeps scoring. Now he is the highest goal scorer in the Premier League after scoring 2 goals, and he's over. He's now has scored more than Haaland in this Premier League. But what do you make of Salah and this Liverpool guy? Salah is going to be a legend in this Premier League
He's already a legend. He's already a legend. Let's call it. We had a conversation with Nonso some time back, and Nonso was like, Salah is not a legend, he's an icon. I'm like, Baba, what else? What other record does he need to crash at Liverpool to, attain that? He's already attained the level. Let's go back 2 seasons. Was it 2 seasons? Yes, when the offer was coming from Saudi, everybody was like, "Oh, Salah, Salah go, Salah this, Salah this." Salah stayed, and they gave him that bumper paycheck, and he stayed back, and he worked out that season. He's been scoring for them consistently. Now, as he's coming towards the close of this contract, I don't understand why the body movement from the management is let's watch and see. Unless he's not.
What are you watching now?
That's the body
what are you
movement from the
watching?
club right now. That's the body movement from the club.
He has 13 goals. Do you know how many? He has 13 goals and 8 assists. Do you know what that means?
That go and look at the total goal for Liverpool right now this season. That player has contributed more than 1/3 of the goals Liverpool has scored this season so far in the Premier League. And for them to not have offered him a contract, it could either come down to three things. One is that maybe he's not in Slot's plan going forward.
I cannot be in Slot. Like he's playing full 90 minutes with.
But look at it now. Why wouldn't the offer be on the table? Because they are taking a big risk, letting him run. Because let's not forget, from January he will be free to talk to any club out there in Europe. And from that January standpoint, Liverpool will have lower leverage in the negotiating table, because right now he's making the statements, he's doing the body movement, he's making everybody, he's putting in the result, he's getting in the goals. And then from January, if he switches up on Liverpool and refuses to come to the negotiating table, they will have themselves to blame. Because right now, like somebody will say, peace of mind is underrated. Salah right now at Liverpool is underrated because clearly they do not see his value.
They should offer him like 10 years contract.
Yes, the fans were singing, give Salah his dough. Simple.
I don't know if what Liverpool they are planning to do.
Give Salah his dough.
I think that because of the way he played last season, they weren't expecting to have this form this season.
Yes.
Probably they want to play him a little bit and probably face him out.
They were speculating, given on his form last season, that he may continue this. But with players, it's not written in stone how they are going to perform per season. But when you see a proven winner, when you see players that, let's go back to the time when Salah and Mane were dominating the Premier League, 23 goals, 22 goals, winning the joint Pichichi, the joint highest goal scorer in the Premier League. These guys were dominating. Let's go back. This guy is a proven winner. Why should we be fighting to give him a contract when we already know what he can do and what he has done? So the bottom line should be give the man a new contract. Otherwise, you could have mutiny on your hands, because Liverpool fans will be livid to see him go play elsewhere. So maybe a 2-year deal, and then you watch 2-year deal, better pay, and you can work, because just like Mane left, and the way Mane, could you believe that Mane was not on 70k pounds a week at Liverpool when he left, when he was scoring the 23 goals per season? When he was scoring the 23, the highest goal scorer in the league, the highest assist and everything. So Liverpool already have a track record of not paying the hard-working players who play for them. And it's a bad precedent for them to set going forward if this deal with Salah doesn't come through the way it should.
Okay, let's talk about Slot dropping 2 points in the Premier League title. Now, the rivals are closing in. Arsenal and Chelsea are 7 points behind. Man City are just looking far away somewhere with 9 points. 9 points for City is nothing. Because once it comes to January, I just they laugh everybody when they will start their 12 games and winning streak. Do you think that he did well in that game? I think the last goal, they considered that last goal because the goalkeeper thought the ball was going to go over, but he didn't know that the defender was behind him to tap into that empty net. But what do you make of Slot? Do you think that Slot can maintain this consistency? He's been consistent, even though his player that failed him this time, he would have won that game because that game was almost the last kick of the game. But do you think that Slot can continue, or do you think that they have been found out that you start dropping points again?
No, I don't think they've been found out, though I think that they are still owing me a couple of losses. I'm going to leave it that side at the Bagbele side. They are owing me a couple of losses. That's fine. But Slot has been nothing short of consistent this season. And even dropping a point at Newcastle, is nothing. Dropping 2 points. Let me reverse it. Just picking a point at Newcastle is nothing short of, good performance. It's just those little final lapses, misjudgment by the goalkeeper, and then the unruly nature of Shah. Shah will always pursue any opportunity to the end until he gets in a goal. So it was just that little error. But these errors exist in football. Is how and some of them you can't even plan for them.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
can't plan
thing.
for that error.
So I wouldn't look at just this one game and then call him a loser or a failure or whatever, because he's been the most consistent, perfect record in the Champions League, perfect record in the Premier League, and what else do you ask for? So he's on point. He's on point. He should
Okay.
continue.
Before we start taking calls, let's take. I'm talking about City game. I'll talk about Man United game and Arsenal. Let's move over to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports, and Emmanuel Okitibi is saying Salah is a Liverpool, EPN, and African legend already.
True
Yes,
talk.
true. And Creative Shot is saying, bro, for me, Salah is the GOAT. Okay, let's take some other comments. Talk about the big one is Arsenal versus Manchester United. Arsenal winning that game 2-0. Arsenal scored from 2 set pieces, 2 corner kicks in that game to win that game 2 goals. I won't say that. Before we go, let's read some comments here before we dive into that game, because that's a key point in this show of that, because it's Amorim's first big test and he failed. He failed to get something out of the game. Okay, let's read some of the comments here on our YouTube channel on Vote FM Sports. But Emmanuel Kitby is saying, but why play 3 center defenders against Arsenal and play Fernandes as a deep midfielder? He was totally lost in that formation. Yes, he was totally lost. I think so. Creative Shot is saying, what do you think about Cole Palmer, and is he a one-season player, or will he resume to play like this? Because many players we saw who were just one-season performer. So what do you think, guys? What do you think about it? Well, I think Palmer is still doing well, so he continue where he stopped last season.
I don't see him as a one season wonder.
I don't think so. Okay, Uchenna, welcome to the show. I can see. Say good morning, guys, in the studio. I told you guys yesterday that Gunners are going to gun down Manchester United. Congratulations to Arteta and his boys. Okay, thank you for that comment, Uchenna. Welcome to the show. He say Emmanuel Leo is saying good morning, guys. Man U players for me didn't want to win the match. They play like they are comfortable in their league position, because if you watch the first half, they had the possession and yet nothing. And okay, Emmanuel Leo is also saying Liverpool jinx has been broken. They will still drop points against Everton in the weekend. Okay, Iwa, welcome to the show. He say he loves Barcelona. Okay, he loves Barcelona. Emmanuel Kitibi is saying Isak in front of Odegaard and Saka. Chai! I think I can start dreaming about that. Imagine Isak in front of.
What are we talking about? That would be a tantalizing option.
Okay, let's move on from our YouTube. Let's talk about that game in general. That game ended 2 goals for Arteta. 2 goals in the first half. I would say it was a 50-50 when it comes to position in the first half, but I think they were just Manchester United was there to contain Arsenal. If you look at the formation, he started probably 5 defenders, because Dallas started as a wing back, Malaysia started as a left wing back, 3 center defenders, Ugarte as a defensive midfielder. So I think he came to the Emirates to actually get a point. If you look at the way they played, because I was thinking that everybody was thinking that Ahmad would start, and he had a Højlund up to be holding up ball for him,
hold up the ball,
which didn't work, because Saliba and Kiwo was with him throughout the game and didn't give him a sniff at goal. But Jenna, what do you make of that game? Do you think that Amorim he panicked? Because I didn't see why he shouldn't start Ahmad. Because if you look at when Ahmad came in, he didn't do much, but you could see potential in if he had started that game, he might have done something in that game. But probably he panicked and tried to play 5 defenders in that game without any attacking players in the wing backs.
For me, I think when we saw the lineup, I was like, this guy knows that he's coming to face an Arsenal. You know you're coming to face an Arsenal. You know you're going to get run out of the game. You know you're going to get, pacey football, and you want to soak up pressure. But the problem is, in soaking up pressure, you concede set pieces that Arsenal are already good at. You get, in soaking up pressure, you are now hoping for a freebie. What is a freebie? A freebie is when the Arsenal centre half pairing forget their instructions and move too far up the pitch, and you have that space to getting behind them on. None of those instances played out. Look at even the clear-cut chances they had in Arsenal's 18-yard box. Raya was up to par with that stellar save. So, for me, I don't think this back 3 pairing of Maguire and in between the Leeds and Mazraoui was a good one. I wouldn't have started Maguire. I would have played the same formation I've been playing that got me my last two wins.
Martinez got a yellow card, so he didn't play that game. So it wasn't his fault. Maguire have to start, and they introduced Euro at the second half to complete the back three again.
I would have started Euro and brought in Maguire in the second half.
Euro just came back from injury. This is
He
his
came
first
back
game.
from the funny thing is that you can't count on this guy. That's for me the main thing. I can't count on Maguire. And then looking
But
at
come on, he did well in that game.
I can't count on Maguire. It's just what it is. Period. I wouldn't have started him, even though he did well in the game. Now looking at the wing back position, Malacia is just back. Euro is just back. Malacia started. Why didn't Euro start? That's the main thing for me.
Malacia has played 2 games already before this game.
I would have played someone else in that position and move Diego Dalot to the left wing back and then play Ahmad in the right wing back position. That's the way I would have started. And then if you look at the way the midfield is set up, you see that this is a game that he wants to come
and get a draw.
Simple.
Get a point from that game.
There was no intention to go out and win that match for me. Just looking at the lineup, there was no intention. And I said it yesterday that Manchester United are playing Arsenal at the peak of their powers. This is not going to be a game where you come in and you hope for freebies from Arsenal players, maybe capitulating, getting some reckless tackles or getting some reckless red card. This is Arsenal at the height of their powers. And if you are going to come here to get a result, you have to match them fire for fire. And we didn't see that happen in the game.
Okay, let's see. On our YouTube, Drake Media is saying amazing game from Arsenal, masters of set piece. Oh, they are mastered that thing.
Again.
Once Arsenal gets a corner kick, all this instead of start cheering because he's a potential goal threat. And somebody was saying if Gabriel played that game, it would have been 3.
It would have been 3, no doubt. Look at the first goal from this man now.
And he's saying, okay, Drake Media is saying, but I see already what Amorim is trying to do already. Okay, we can see, but in this game, he didn't start what I was expecting him to start.
He didn't start the players I was looking forward to, but even the blind can see that he's implementing his style. They have their identity. They have the way they want to play. The only thing he doesn't have is he doesn't have the right pegs in the right holes right now at Manchester United. So he's working with what he has, and everybody should just curtail their expectations on him.
Okay, let's talk about Arsenal. They scored 2 goals. They set pieces again. How do you defend against this Arsenal team? That's the question I want to ask. How do you defend this set piece? Because they have actually mastered. I think that when they do training for 2 hours, they take us 1 hour 30 minutes to train how to score corner kicks. They use 30 minutes to pass around because if they get a corner kick, opposition opponents and players are panicking. You could see that in their face. Because the way they position themselves, you can't even track anybody.
You don't know who to track. That's the
point. So you have to just keep a high line for them. And once they have a good 2 set piece takers, Saka from the right and Rice from the left. Which right? Both of them
actually got the first one and
got the second one. Even though Partey headed the second one, he deflected from Saliba to the net. But if you look at it, how do you defend against this? If you are a coach now, imagine yourself as a coach. How do you defend against this particular set piece matters?
The problem is, let me start by just addressing it on a meta level. The meta level is Arsenal are practicing Moneyball. And Moneyball is just, let me say, a short form for looking out for alternative ways to win. Now, basically, Arsenal do not have a striker that can give them 30 goals in a season right now. So they found a tool, which is set pieces. A plan B. So the plan B is replacing that striker, because if you go back and check across last season and this season, they've created more than 30 goals from this set pieces thing, and it's working for them. And especially when you know that coming into every game, you have between 5 to 10 set pieces.
This one, they had 13.
And you can maximize them.
Mine didn't even have 1.
You don't even need all your set pieces to go in. You need just 10%. 10% of your set pieces going in gives you an average of 2 to 3 goals per game. So it's Moneyball all over again. But now look at how Arsenal's tactic now goes off. Is one, at the start of the movement of the set piece taker, Arsenal players are gathered one side.
At the back.
Once that ball is in the air, all hell is let loose. You don't know who to track. You don't know who to mark. You don't know who to follow. and you're just watching the madness unfold, and that's how they scored the first one. So there is no really key way you can say this is how we are going to mark these guys. Even if you surround your goalkeeper, it's still the same thing. Even if you put two defenders on the two sides of the post, it's once you just need somebody to head the ball. It's reaction time. The reaction time from the opposition, one, to the pace of Arsenal players running towards the ball, from who you are going to guess is going to take the header, to the direction the ball is going to come in. There are too many variables at play for you to say, okay, this is how we neutralize them. Even if you put one man to every Arsenal player in that 18-yard box, you can't mark them man to man.
Okay, Arsenal scoring 2 goals in that game, but if you look at the total statistics in that game, Arsenal had 14 shots. At some point, they had almost 7 touches, 14 touches in Manchester United box, when Manchester United have not done anything. They didn't do anything. If you look at the position, it's basically 50-50 position.
Yes.
Pass is 463 for Arsenal, 476 for United. Is basically like a 50-50 game, but they couldn't even create a chance apart from that set piece again that Delete headed and Raya saved.
Yeah.
That's what the only chance they got.
If you look at chances created now, or let's say shots on target now, the two Manchester United got off on target were both saved by Ryan. So there was no lapse to be exploited, and Manchester United did not have the firepower to unravel the defense.
Okay, if you let's move out to our YouTube channel, and he's saying, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports, and Emmanuel Okitibi is saying something that I like. He said, check the crosses from Rice. Rice has mastered this set piece. I don't know how he does that, but he is tall. Everybody is expecting him to be in the box when the corner kick is taken, but he is taking the corner kick just like Thierry Henry and Arsenal when he was taking the corner kicks for Arsenal.
Yes. Look at this game now. Just look at the most interesting stats here. Forget about the possession. Forget about shots on target. Look at the corner kicks, man. How do you...
13-0. They want to
13-0. Like, no two ways about it. Like, just give it to them. Nothing.
Arsenal got 13 corner kicks in that game, and I just knew that they're going to score within 1 or 2 with that corner kicks, but they keep getting corner kicks, and it's dangerous to concede corner kicks against Arsenal these days. People are calling him the PRO Stoke, because that's what Stoke used to eat those days.
Stoke used to use long throwing and corner kicks
to win their game. So Arsenal has mastered it. I think it's down their plan B. It's part of their plan A, because when they get corner kicks, you can see them from the first minute they are already gathering to score.
Like I said, money ball all over again.
To score from that corner kick. But let's talk about Arteta. Do you think that Arsenal can now mount the challenge? Because the past 2-3 games now they are playing with, they trashed West Ham, they won comfortably against Manchester United. They are 7 points behind Liverpool. They are just looking for Liverpool to keep dropping points and then winning their games. Liverpool are playing Everton this weekend. But do you think that Arteta, the way they are playing, and they can mount this challenge?
You have to back Arteta. I think you have to back Arteta. One is that, prior to this resurgence of Arsenal, when they were losing games and losing points, you could see that the key engine room at the team was not available. So you have to back them going forward with these two guys being fit and in the squad. So yes, they have what it takes. And for Arteta, the goal shouldn't be looking at Liverpool, what they are doing. Keep producing performances like the last game and this one. Keep getting those inputs from the players, and bet you me, you will get an average of 2 or 3 losses from Liverpool before January.
How many losses did you say that they are owing you?
They are owing me about 3, man.
Okay,
let's go there. Let's go. They are owing me about 3. So, I'm not bothered about Liverpool right now. The same nemesis that used to follow them will catch up with them in those Mberede in the season, and they will drop those points. Simple.
Okay, before we talk about other games, let's go to our YouTube again and have interesting comments again on our YouTube. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports, and Emmanuel is saying United did not trouble. Arsenal could have scored more.
Yes.
He said once again, Odegaard shows how he bosses the midfield. And finally, saying the only way to stop Arsenal from scoring through corners now is to avoid corners. With Saka and Martinelli on the wings, it's almost impossible to stop them. Oh, it's impossible. You cannot do anything about it. Okay, that game ended 2-0 in favor of Arsenal. Arsenal is now back to second position. They are now third because Chelsea has scored more goals than them.
Yeah.
So Chelsea have 2 more goals, and Arsenal stays third in the Premier League, but the same point with Chelsea. 7 points away from City and 7 points away from Liverpool. Let's see what they are going to be doing. Okay, before we talk about the remaining game, Aston Villa and the next game is Aston Villa. Before we talk about it, let's take few calls about this game because my phone has been buzzing. I know everybody wants to talk about this particular game. So the number to call is 0706.
It was as if we had good foresight when we said Manchester United fans should eat before the game.
Yeah, so 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Initi Milan calling from Portugal.
Okay, what is your contribution? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Please, as a national fan, I'm very happy for that way.
Okay.
You asked a question, is the possible way of stopping Arsenal from scoring those 30? I think the only club that can do the whole of Europe is Inter Milan. We saw it.
Yes.
How many pullouts did Inter Milan handle in their 18-yard box when Arsenal played them in the UCL? Early last month, or late last month.
Yes.
So I think, and again, I don't know, the way you people are analyzing, I thought Amorim is tactically sound. So why are you quoting his kind of? I think he knows best. So I don't think there's any way he would have played at the Emirates that he would have been able to continue Arsenal. He's lucky enough that the lineup he did also was able to keep the Arsenal team on base.
From story, yes.
Arsenal would have even scored more than even those two goals. Okay, look at the match. Look at the start. Arsenal had 13 corners. Man, you had nothing. So it shows they only came to defend.
Yeah, exactly. Playing 5 defenders.
From going forward. I watched the match. Nobody is going to tell me about it. And again, there is no possible way Amorim would have come out with any tactics that would have even made Arsenal not to win that match. I was convinced that we are going to win. And we did that comfortably, 2-0, a clean sheet and 3 points. I'm delighted. But then I also need to tell Man U fans that they should hold up a little. The man is doing well.
Yeah.
I saw the first half of that game, to be sincere.
Hello.
To hold the ball very well and prevent Arsenal from going forward. So I think it's a nice game. With time, Man U will do well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Okay, 0706. Man, I don't hear him now. Just hold on to Amorim. Just hold on. He will come good for you. He just came to Manchester United, so just hold on. I think he did well in the first half, but Arsenal have been building for 5 years. You can't compare both teams. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. John, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Name and location, please.
Don't run away now. Because I told him yesterday, I will just dash them 2-0. I told you, this is a generation from transfer code.
Okay.
I told you yesterday, they will just beat them 2-0 and collect our 3 points. You understand me? This is my home and this is my territory. I ask me that Gunners flag race up. Don't joke with us. You see, in this season, Arsenal is coming up to take and leave the trophy for Premier League. He asked me yesterday, which cup? And I've told him now, let him hear. Arsenal is leaving the Premier League Cup this season. Nothing stops us. We were tried 2 times. We were stopping for second, third. But this season, nothing stops us. I like how that game be yesterday. As mean that I just see the result of Liverpool and Newcastle. I'm just happy. Forget about the Chelsea. They were just do gara. If you're on January, they will see what will happen.
Okay.
They will see what will happen. Because Arsenal, they were coming with force. Only my prayer that if we can get a striker, as John say, that's only the problem Arsenal have now. Let us just get a sharper striker. If we have it,
okay.
Gunners for life.
Gunners for life. Thank you very much. Okay.
Well said.
Okay, let's see what Arteta is going to do because they won that game comfortably. Okay, our phone. Let's take calls because I know everybody wants to talk about this game. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is Okafor Emmanuel.
Okay, Okafor Emmanuel. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your own contribution?
Yes. Manchester United tried yesterday, but they beat them woefully. They try.
Okay.
The coach is trying. He's trying very well. Hello.
All right, I can hear you. I can hear. Continue.
The coach is trying, and Chelsea equally try, and Liverpool. They should keep it up.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Okay, let's move on to our YouTube. And Judah, welcome to the show. Judah is saying John can officially open the blowout center for Man City. Okay, Emmanuel Lewis said Arsenal won't win the league this season. They will lose it at Old Trafford. Instead of Arsenal to win the league, let Girona come from Spain and win it. Even Dynamo's the grab. This one, Emmanuel, what is the problem now?
5 in a row has to happen before Arsenal win the league.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you all.
Good
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Chimosco calling from Jerry.
Okay, Chimosco, what is your own contribution?
Yes, as a Chelsea fan, I'm very happy the way Chelsea plays today. If I had massive struggle against Southampton, Liverpool struggle against the boys, but Chelsea made football very easy yesterday. As if it's very easy. The way I play Southampton, and for United, it's just as Man U not football at all. As a Chelsea fan, yesterday was better. I supported Man U to beat Arsenal for me.
Yeah, I think you said that yesterday.
But they disappointed me the way they always disappoint. And this Amorim, yesterday match was his first test as a United coach playing a big team like Arsenal. He couldn't even make a match to get a draw. The first half was a draw. I feel that maybe that draw will continue that way. So I was praying that at least yesterday they should manage and beat Man U, beat Arsenal. Maybe after they beat Arsenal, they start losing matches. As I always read there. And as for Liverpool, this Christmas, they will surely struggle. This Christmas, this is the first match of Christmas now.
You go choke them.
They didn't win. So even Everton is a Merseyside baby, and it's a cup this weekend.
Yes.
So that match there, Everton now is
on form, yes.
They had the worst day.
Yes, they won yesterday, yes.
So they will still find next match difficult to win. It's a baby match, a Merseyside baby.
Okay.
So Enzo Maresca said that Enzo Maresca is just play a my game. He's playing my game. We have that EPA trophy is coming to Stamford Bridge.
Oh wow! Okay. All right, thank you very much. He can't fault him. Look at the way Chelsea are playing. They are playing a winning games. He can actually dream. He can dream. Any man can dream about that trophy now. And now Liverpool are dropping small points somewhere, and Chelsea are winning games 5-1. Come on, he can dream. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Okay, Samuel from Abuja.
Okay, Samuel, what is your own contribution?
First time caller.
Oh, first time caller. I would have shouted like our first time caller in the building. Welcome to the show.
Please tell that Arsenal man that what stopped them that 2 seasons will still stop them this season.
It's Manchester City that stopped them.
It will still stop them this season.
No money.
Gone. So another team are coming up to stop them. So Manchester United, I told them that they made if it's that Van Nistelrooy, Arsenal would have not beaten them like this. That Van Nistelrooy would have do well more than this coach. Man, you overlost to discharge that man and employ new coach. They would have given that man a return stage. So, okay. But anyway, that's good for us because just like my the other colleague, Igwendi Chelsea, when I know.
Okay.
So yesterday we trashed Southampton. So to give a message to other people, they supported Man U to win Arsenal yesterday, or even draw, but they play Mike Ejaya dancing as they usually play. So, but no problem. If we keep winning our game and Arsenal winning, they will still not top up, except if they overscore Chelsea.
Yes.
So Liverpool are coming down. This race is between. They should not even overlook Man City. Man City is still coming up.
Yes,
so,
me too. I think so.
They are not going to overtake Chelsea. We have come to stay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And if you look at some of the things Amorim said in his press conference, he said we have to work more. That's the only way. Work, and improve. We have to win games. We have to try to do that in our next game. So let's see what Amorim and his boys is going to be doing in next game. Their next game is against Nottingham Forest at the Old Trafford, so it's going to be a big game for them. Okay, the other results in the EPS, the Everton thrashing Wolves 4-0. Good result for
two of those goals were own goals.
Yes, it was own goals. I don't know what is wrong with Wolves, but Wolves need to pick up on, except they are now relegation candidates. They need to start doing well. The other game that happened is Aston Villa winning Brentford 3-1. I think this is a good game for Aston Villa. They have not been winning games for a while, but in the first half they scored 3 in the first half. Morgan Rogers scored in 21 minutes. Watkins scored a penalty, and Matty Cash scored in the 34 minutes to make it 3. Then Brentford scored in the second half to make it 3-1. That game ended 3-1. Emery is back in winning ways. So if you look at the games happening today, let me talk about some of the games that is happening today, because I have 2 games on Thursday happening today. Is Fulham versus Brighton and Bournemouth versus Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, let's get your prediction before we move on to the Real Madrid game, because Real Madrid lost their game. So if you look at that game, Fulham versus Brighton, what are your predictions for that game?
I'm expecting Brighton to come away with a win. It's not going to be an easy one because Fulham have been on a good run so far. But Brighton should have what it takes. Between Mitoma and João Pedro Adingra, one other player in that side, they should have what it takes to at least get all 3 points. But it could go anyways. It's still a game that could go sideways. But I'll be backing Brighton to come away with a win.
Okay, Brighton to the other game is Spurs. Bournemouth against Spurs. Who do you think will win in that game?
It's Butlers FC versus another Butler FC as well.
Bournemouth have won Arsenal and Man City this season.
For all their troubles, where are they on the table though? That's what I'm talking about.
Are you expecting them to win the league?
I'm not expecting them to win the league. Look at their positioning pari passu with Tottenham FC, and you're going to look at.
It's Tottenham everybody should be worried about, because everybody is thinking that they should be doing well.
But the problem is that they are still Butlers FC. They are this thing. Their course, will I say course now? Their stuff is still following them.
Okay, who do you think will win that game?
They have a tough game on in the weekend against Chelsea. So, if you have a big exam coming before you
need to prepare. This is test. Need to prepare. Okay, let's see what they are going to be doing in that game. Okay, let's move out to our YouTube channel before we move over to Spain. And on our YouTube channel, Henry, welcome to the show. I can see you, Henry Odo. Welcome to the show. And there's a name called Yellow here. He said, hello, sir. Hello. We greet you. Welcome to the show. Remember, guys, we do this every day, Monday to Saturday here on Vote FM at Vote. If you just join us here live, you will drop your comments. I will be reading your comments live here in the studio. And Henry Odo is saying, Maresca has said we are not in the title race. We are not in the title race. Finish. Come on, Odo, we are not fighting with you. You people are doing well. Stop hiding under the corners. Come out and chest it. You people are. In fact, I agree with you.
Come out and say what you want.
They don't want pressure. He kept saying that it's Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal that are all in title race, but we know that Chelsea are in title race. They are second for a reason. Come on.
Look at the thing now. If Chelsea see themselves number 1 before December ends.
Oh, imagine. They don't want to say that they bottled it. You people are entitled. I don't agree with you. Okay, let's take one more final call before we move over to Spain. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Godwin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, it's Bishop from Tantekulu.
Okay, Bishop. What? Okay,
yes. Talking about the game, I was not far from the prediction.
Sure.
But what happened is this. Amorim, it was based on Amorim and the kind of coach he is and who he is. I will explain. I suggested the kind of game he played in the first half for you here.
Yeah.
That you need to hold on to the ball, try to sit back, and the work and the rule should be on how to stop Arsenal from scoring. If you watch what he did in the first half was a good game. Even Arsenal fans were panicking. They did not expect the first half. He kept the ball, but the problem he had with that team that because he's not a defensive-minded coach, he wasn't satisfied with the first half. Had it been me, I would still maintain the same thing I did in the first half. Then what he did in the second half, he now changed the game. Try to bring in some attacking players. Because Mike did not have a single shot on target in the first half. Because of the way they played, they were very cautious, trying to protect Arsenal. He now brings in some Rashford, Amad Diallo. That is trying to know if you can get a shot on target, or at least to score goal. He now changed the game because he was not satisfied with the first half. And that first half, it would have been the best result for Man U if it's me. But he was not satisfied. Now I'm going to see that will attack and that to do shot on goal.
and that is when Arsenal now have time to attack. It is not just attack now you to score an open play. Arsenal is a set piece specialist if you're watching them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The corner for Arsenal is like a penalty. We are talking like judo because the main man was not there. The headmaster himself was not
Yeah,
there.
That's Gabriel.
So they considered, yes, from the set piece. Understand? So he tried it. I understand the game he played it perfectly well. If I am the one, as I continue with that first half, I bet if you continue with that first half game, the plan, if you don't have lost that game, that gives at least a point.
True that.
But he was not satisfied, just like I said, because nothing was played from Man U. The attack was practically dead. If you watch that first half,
Yes.
Man U attack was practically dead. Nothing really shot on target. Understand me? So I think that was what really happened. But he will learn and go again. Wasn't a bad game after all. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's move over to our YouTube channel. And Henry Odo, remember to subscribe to our channel. We do this every day, Monday to Saturday. And Henry Odo is saying we are not in the title race. Everyone is forcing us into the title race. Henry, I don't agree. Henry, I disagree with you. All these people want to hide under the corner. We disagree with you. You people, Chelsea. You see Chelsea. You people, all of us are in this title race. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, all of us, we did this title race. We go finish them, whether people like it or not. And Jaja Sonto, welcome to the show. He's saying Arteta is the king of haram football. Well, everybody is worried about this particular corner case for Arsenal. Everyone should be worried because they have mastered this particular style of play. Okay, let's move on to the La Liga. The La Liga happened yesterday. Real Madrid have an opportunity to close in the gaps against Barcelona, but they lost against Atletico Club. They used to answer Atletico Bilbao. They scored the first in the second half. The game, first half ended 0-0. They scored in the second half, 53rd minute and the 80th minute to win that game. Jude scored. But the issue there, the main talking point in that game is our guy, Mbappe, missed a penalty again. In the space of 7 days or 8 days, he has missed 2 penalties. The same place he placed it, the same place the goalkeeper dived and said it. What is wrong with Mbappe and Real Madrid?
Like I said it that Mbappe is a player at Real Madrid at the wrong time. And somebody came on air, called in. I was like, no, that you shouldn't be saying that. And so, but look at it, it's playing out. For me, I think he shouldn't have taken that penalty.
Well, after Vinicius, he is the next in line. So what's the problem?
The bottom line is, there are 2 ways you can go about this. One, get somebody else to take those penalties, or let him keep taking it and keep missing it until he starts getting it. And the hardest thing to do in football is if you have a tell and everybody knows your tell, it's hard for you to adapt to people knowing your tell and then switching.
What is wrong with Mbappe? Because when he was at PSG, he was scoring penalties anyhow. Even in the World Cup final, he scored 2. That's the most pressured game. I think it's the most precious game he has faced in his whole career. He scored 2 penalties, one in 180 minutes and one in the shootout, and he scored both of them. So what is wrong? He
even scored in the after extra time in the shootouts too. But the problem is that the season where he scored those penalties, he was coming off the back of a season where he scored goals. And the problem with Mbappe at Real Madrid right now is that, one, he's not found the space, and 2,
where is his space?
He's not found the space.
Where is his space? Vinicius is not there, so he can play from the left here. They have tried him from the left as a striker.
Baba, they are not trying him from there in this formation. He played up front with Rodrigo. The 4-4-2 formation we saw Real Madrid play last season is what they played yesterday. So his space right now in Real Madrid is playing up front as a 9, and it's the position, how Thanos will say, dread it, run from it, destiny always come. Is that number 9 now that they have criteria that you must play in Real Madrid. So, he's not found the space and he's not scoring the goals like he did when he was at PSG. And so the penalty now is only highlighting it because of that iconic loss last time he took the penalty. So it's all these 3 factors now coming in together that is making it look like Kylian Mbappe is out of form or out of shape or something, because the move to Real Madrid has not yet panned out.
Okay, everybody was supporting after that game. Ancelotti was talking about in the press conference that you score some, you miss some. So
the funny part of all this thing now is that for a player who wants to come out of the spotlight during this time where he's not performing, everybody talks about you, whether you do or you do wrong. You're on the lips of everybody, and that also heightens if you're going through mental health issues, that also heightens it, because everybody who is in, even the cleaners at Real Madrid, in the ashery going on there, you're in the conversation. So but the only way you can turn the tide around this is to go out there and start scoring goals. Okay. So for me, I think he needs to go on, maybe he needs to go on, maybe a training camp or something. He needs to find a way to get his voodoo back.
Well, he is going to be playing. Mbappe is the superstar of Real Madrid. They bought him. They didn't buy him. He came for free, but he came in as a superstar. So everybody expects him to perform. So we will see. So let's move on. Let's close with our YouTube channel and have a whole lot of comments. So I'll read it and we'll end the show from there. It's Henry Odo. He's saying, it's quite funny that after 5 years of Arteta ball, they have gone from silky football to playing high level Burnley looking for set piece. Okay, moving from a good football to moving. Well, I think it's their second plan. They infuse all of them now in their plan A. So corner kicks and playing good football, because
it's part of the game now. Because if you are talking about silky football now, who is this main man that is going to finish those chances for them?
They need a striker.
Okay. So till then, they are money balling it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Jaja Sonto is saying Arteta should go and bring out Peter Crouch from retirement and complete his mission. Okay, Arsenal is also saying Arsenal should consider sacking Arteta and replace him with a set piece coach. Sonto, calm down now. Okay, finally from Odo, Emmanuel Henry Odo is saying he's talking about Mbappe. He said he is finally not playing against farmers and plumbers in the French league. Oh, okay.
Wow, that was deep, man. That's so close.
I think he is a big boy. He's going to find his feet here in the La Liga. I think he will start scoring goals. And when he
scores a hat-trick,
when he starts, I don't think he's going to stop. But let's see what Mbappe and Real Madrid will do him. But even if they win their game in hand, Barcelona will still stay first in the La Liga. As for Manchester United and Arsenal, let's see what both of them are going to be doing throughout the season. Let's see if Amorim will get his do at least. Everybody's going to give him this season to build. From next season, we'll start judging him. Let's see. Okay, let's how we're going to end the show. Henry, remember to subscribe to our channel, and all of us, thank you for all those that join us on our YouTube and all the calls. We keep getting calls. Tomorrow we can talk about it again if you wish. Talk about that game tomorrow. I can't take much calls. I can just take few calls. Thank you for joining us today's show. My name is Godwin, and have a lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Spurs are playing to the other Premier League today. December is full of football. I think it's only 2 days in this December that we don't have football. Every other days we have football. So every day we are here with you. Even on Christmas Day, I will sit down with you after singing Merry Christmas to you. I will talk football. I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Godwin. Bye for now.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM. We are